guys, I am so excited to share with you a review of the 2025 Daily Sprouted Planner. Let's get started. So it comes in this cute purple box, sproutedplanner.com, and it says, be intentional. Okay, so I decided to get the pebbles for this cover. So that's what that one is. And that's going to be my January, the first 6 months. So like Easter time. Kind of reminded me of Easter a little bit. So that's why I got that one. And it comes with a little card as well. Thank you. Cheers to an intentional life through planning. Okay, so let's see. I have that planner. And then I also chose this beautiful green as well. So here is the other planner that I chose. She has, I believe, 5 different options for planner covers for this year. And the names, let's see what they are. They are Pink Peonies. Then we have Blue Lagoon, which is a gorgeous, like, plain, clean, minimal look. And then we have the Pied Pebbles pairings is this one. And the Celadon Pinstripe is right here, the other one that I got. And then she also has like a very minimal black that is called Swanky Charcoal. So each one is for half of the year. And I love using this planner as a catch-all note-taking type of system. So I actually have a homemaking planner that I'm getting into from Clean Mama to help me hopefully clean better and stay more organized with my cleaning tasks. I have a homeschool Erin Condren teacher planner for my son's school. He's in pre-K 4 this year. I have another Erin Condren teacher planner that I'm going to be using to help me corral everything else in my life. So all of those are going to be separate. And then for the day-to-day, what matters, that's what's going in here. And I love that I'm not going to have to, because it changes every day because it's a daily, right? I love that it doesn't have to be like picture perfect, beautiful. It can just be as simple as messy handwriting, get it done, and move on to the next thing, right? So that's what I love about it. I did try Erin Condren's daily planner for 1 or 2 years, and I found that for me, this is my happy place for the daily. This is my favorite. This is what I love, and I keep coming back to it. It's my 2nd year in this, and I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. But then she also has like so many options to keep your place. So it comes with this, which is for free as like a bookmark. And it has different check boxes that you can also like write in. Okay, so if you don't want to use this and change it every day or every week or whatever, she also has a bookmark available online that is pretty tiny, about this big, and it just goes in and out of the coils. It's like a plastic laminated, and the colors, you buy 4 for $6, and the patterns are the 4 cover patterns from this year. So she does not include the black charcoal swanky, but the other 4 colorway options, 4 for $6, and I really like those. I bought those in the past. I'm just going to use the same ones from last year, I believe. That's my plan. And so the planner itself is $65 for both of them. You are getting such high quality product. I mean, literally a full page plus more pages for a review at the beginning and end of the month and all of that. So for every single day of the year. So to me, I feel like that is an absolutely fair price. She does sometimes have sales as well. You can follow her Instagram, get on her email list. She gives you kind of like a day ahead for Black Friday if you are on her email list. So that's always fun because sometimes things sell out. So lots of different options and ideas. Okay, So Sprouted Planner, January through June 2025, and then you can write your name in there. And then in the very beginning, she has a little welcome page and a little message. She talks about how when she started this planner, she was going through a difficult time with her father who had ALS. And so what I love about her planner is you can tell the heartfelt place she is coming from, and it is made for real life. It is not like a, goals, like sometimes there are certain planners that I've purchased in the past that I never repurchased because it was so goal-oriented that it wasn't realistic. The thing that I love about the creator of this planner is it's realistic, it's real life, and it's not necessarily create unrealistic goals that you can never achieve kind of idea, if that makes sense. Okay, so how to use this planner? There are no rules, no how-tos. Whatever works for you, do it that way. But then she also has like intention and reflection pages as well, which I really like. So at the beginning of the year, you can do the monthly, or also monthly reflection, but also at the beginning of the year. I like to do it, especially at the beginning of the year. And she has a space for you to write out your values and your intentions. Be intentional, identify your 5 to 6 core values, and then kind of goal set from that foundation, which is a different way of thinking of goal setting at the beginning of the year from what I've normally done. She has different pages for people. So a spot to write like people and what you want to do or how often you want to be in contact with them and what way throughout the year. This is a reminder page for seasonal things. She's saying you can put seasonal chores. You can have the random yearly subscription renewals, just whatever you would like to remember seasonally, and then monthly as well. You can put in these pages. So I really like that. That's a good idea. And then a year list. A year goes by faster than we think. By this time next year, what do you want to have done and accomplished? And then each monthly calendar, you can copy a little bit of that in and complete. And then your hope for the year. So I love that it's more of like a dreamy vision of what you want your year to be instead of regimented goals. I don't know if you're like me, but I always put goals that are almost too unattainable. So this is helping, doing this at the beginning of the year helps me become more realistic and also have a beautiful vision for my future. In 2025 calendar, you can do like basic school days on there. And then she also has the US holidays and observations here. And then this is kind of cool too. I love this page. So January through June, and a date for each month. So you can literally fill in important dates that way too, if that's how your brain works, which is awesome. And then July through December, bridge the gap between planners by putting your future plans here. So if it's June and you want to start planning 4th of July, you can put something right there to help you with that. Here is just a page or two of plain note taking for whatever you would like. And then dot grid pages on both sides as well, which is pretty fun. You can create little habit trackers there, whatever you would like. And then January has its own spot, and see how beautiful and minimal it is. I love it. You can do so many different things with that. And I also wanted to mention that I am a Coil snob, and I absolutely love the coils that she has. Erin Condren's Coil is more springy, and this is more stable. It's not as like elastic when you kind of bend it and mess with it, but it's extremely durable. It will absolutely hold up if you throw it in your backpack or whatever. This coil will not get damaged or broken, which I hate when that happens with planners because then it's hard to open the pages and the pages rip and tear and all of that. So having a good coil binding system is so important for a planner, and this sprouted planner absolutely delivers on the coil. So I love that too. And then here we have our monthly glance. She has a section for values, people, reminders, and year list. So you can take all of that beginning of the year planning that you did and then implement it. You can add it to actual dates on the calendar or in that column right there. There's checklist box on the bottom if you would like to put it there. And then finally there's dot grid and the calendar for December for the previous and the month ahead. So I really like how this is as well. It's not, it's more utilitarian. It's not as like, you know, there's not beautiful colors like Erin Condren has, but it really, really works. And I'm still getting my Erin Condren colorful fix. This is just my messy day-to-day life that I don't care about being perfect. So I just love it. The function is exactly what works for me. And it's very functional and I just love it so much. And then you have another page of note paper. And then you're getting into the dailies. So the first page, you have a week. For every week, you have an actual page for the week. That is very unique for daily planners. Even pricey, expensive, nice ones do not offer this usually. So I love this. So for the first week, you have your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then you have a checklist. So in all honesty, this could be the only planner you use, and it could be enough. It could be sufficient because you have a monthly, a yearly, a weekly, and a daily all in one in this planner. I think that's amazing and special about it. So sometimes I will absolutely use this just to get an idea of, especially for busy weeks with a lot going on, you want to just write out everything that's happening event-wise for that day so you can then put in your daily tasks and everything, your chores and all of that. And then here is the daily. So the first day you can get into your daily is December 30th, Monday, December 30th. It's so exciting. And she has both checklist, hourly, a spot at the top if you want to write an inspirational quote or, you know, call grandma or whatever. Here's another little box for a little reminder. You could put, I think at one point, let me see, in last year's planner. Yeah, so she included like little checklists, check boxes here. And she did away with that for this year. So you could absolutely put 1, 2, 3 and put your top 3 things that are the most important to get done here. You can use it however you want. You can put a cute little decorative sticker there, anything you want. And then she has an hourly schedule laid out for you. And it starts at 5 a.m. and there's a dotted line in between. So if you really wanted to do 5 and then 5:30, you could do that. If you use the dotted line, it's really thin, tiny writing. It's definitely manageable, and I know that some people are very happy with that layout, but just wanted to let you know, like, it is pretty, like, here's my pen, for example. I don't know if that helps for size, but the layout is a little bit tiny if you're doing that consistently, writing 5, 5:30, 6, 6:30, all of that. But I love that that's a choice, right? Because now you have more options. And so it starts at 5 a.m. and it ends at 10 p.m. That's a huge, also, you know, for the day, starting that early and ending that late. That's an awesome amount of time that she covers. And here's the checklist. You can write all the way through, or you could use this box for checks. So for example, like water intake, you could put like 8 little check boxes here for each cup of water you do, or something like that as well. Really, the choices are yours. And just so you know, in case it doesn't show up on camera, this is a dotted line that is a little bit darker than the dotted line here, but it's still lighter than all of these other bolder lines. So you can just literally write through it as well. And then you have a big spot for notes as well. So like, I like to use this spot personally if there's something important that I like, oh my gosh, I can't forget to do that, right? Like a lot of times it's, oh my gosh, the library books are due tomorrow, we gotta go. And then I have to write, library. Or don't forget to take the bread that's rising and cook it at 3, or the slow cooker is done at 5:30. I love this little spot for just like random notes like that. And then it's done, and the next day you have a whole brand new spot to write another little note to yourself. So that's how I use it. So I won't usually use this hourly too much unless I have like a specific appointment. When I homeschool, it's kind of, we don't follow an exact schedule or anything like that. But I can see, especially if you are in school or if you have a lot of appointments for your job. I'm just thinking like a dentist or something. I don't know. I guess a dentist they would have it on their calendar. But maybe if you're a psychologist or a therapist, you might want to pencil, or a life coach, maybe you might want to pencil in your appointments like that specifically. That would be really helpful to have that column. And then I love using these check boxes too. So for example, if I have tasks for blogging, tasks for cleaning, tasks for homeschooling, behind the scenes, like lesson planning and stuff, I can put all of those things here, combining all of my other separate planners into one for the day, which is nice for me to just get it all onto paper and then visually see the goals and the tasks at hand. I love this cover as well. Going back to the cover, it's pretty durable. I'm not sure if I mentioned it's paper, so it doesn't come out a whole bunch, but you can definitely fit like an envelope or something in there if you want. Maybe a folded piece of paper for your kids' school calendar, stuff like that. I love, so she changed her corners as well this year. So before, she had these metal protectors, which are nice, but they're so pointy that it's not the best thing to have around babies and toddlers and all of that. So I love that these are rounded edges now. See how that's rounded? And there's no pointy cover. It's perfect. I really, really, really love that change. So this cover is durable. You have to remember too that it will only be used for 6 months. It is very strong. It's kind of made of like a cardboard, like a strong, high quality, durable cardboard material. I have no concern. I'm just going to be using this mainly at home, but it's going to be thrown around from place to place with kids, all of that. I have no concern that it will be damaged or anything like that. I really don't. It even feels like it might be a little water repellent. Obviously, you don't want to pour water on your planner, but if a little drop or two of water got on here and you wiped it away quickly, I don't think it would damage it either. I'm not going to test that, though, to see if I'm right. Don't want to ruin my planner, just in case. So we went through the January monthly, weekly, and daily sections, the meat and potatoes of the planner, and that is what keeps me coming back to. Not only the pretty look of it, the covers, the message behind the planner, the person behind the planner, all of those are reasons why I continue to come back. But then I love that she has these little memory reflections at the end of every month. So for example, January reflection, review your calendar. What stands out as the most memorable? Your favorite memories from the month. What are you proud of? What did you struggle with and what brought you joy? What are you currently watching, reading, listening to, making, enjoying, and dreaming about? What are your favorite things from this month? Food or meal, song or memory, purchase, place, and things that made you laugh. I don't know about you, but I wish I could be an amazing scrapbooking person and have all of these years of my kids' lives in these gorgeous scrapbooks. Maybe one day, eventually, I'll get there. But for now, I need places like that where I can write things down before I forget. So I love that she has this like journaling aspect to your daily planner as well. And then intentions. What were your intentions and how did it go for your values, your people, your things, and your year list? What is working and what is not working? looking forward. What are you looking forward to? What are you feeling challenged or worried about? What can you eliminate or delegate? Are there changes you need to make? And then upcoming focus and what is your priority? So you can do those things towards the end of the month. And then a new month starts again. And you have the dot grid page, the February page, and it just repeats and repeats. So we have February, and I love the tabs. The tabs are durable. I love the colors that she chooses for the tabs. They're all pretty. For January and February are purple, and then we have March through June, which are all different shades of green. So you can see those. They're so pretty. So I'm just gonna move forward to the back. So we have our May month, our June, and again, I can't get over how beautiful this coil is, and I love that it's gold and you don't have to pay the $10 upcharge that Erin Condren charges you for gold. I just love it. It's so beautiful. So I can get my gold coil fix through the Sprouted planner. Okay, so then we have June daily pages. And then that is it. We have our June reflection, currently and favorites from the month, intentions and looking forward. And then we have some note pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 note pages. And then a little bit of stickers as well. I like her stickers. They are pretty tiny. You can buy a sticker booklet that she also came out with, and I really like it. I bought it in years past. Lots of little tiny dot stickers, which are also in the same colors as her planner, which I love. I think this is so pretty for spring and summer. I love the colors. It just looks beachy to me. Love it. Okay, so the other planner is essentially the same thing, right? More or less, it's a repeat of the same thing. But just in case you're curious about the cover, I wanted you guys to be able to see it up front and close and personal. So this pretty green, I got this for Christmas. I thought green for Christmas is beautiful, but also summer can be green. So thought it was pretty for the holidays. She has her traditional purple shade as the inside color with the folder for this color code. And then if you look as well, the tabs are a different color. So she has July in a green, and then August is yellow. September and October are kind of like yellowy, orangey, browny, tan shades. And then November and December are pink shades. So that's really pretty. I really like the colors that she's chosen for these planners. So then going all the way back in December, the same thing, December reflection, currently and favorites, intentions, and looking forward. And then she also ends with a year-end reflection. Review the calendar and reflections for each month. What stands out as memorable or significant? What are you most proud of? What challenged you the most? What brought you the most joy? And then there are some more end of the year things to go over, and then favorites of the year. Favorite books, songs, podcasts, movies, meals, things that made you laugh, adventure. The final page is a blank note page, perhaps for, using it before you get into 2025 or 2026 at the end of this upcoming year. Then you could make notes for the next year. And then one more page of stickers, which are awesome. I love stickers so much. So I love stickers so much, but then I always feel like I don't want to use them because what if I might need them later and then I never use them? And then I always have planners that I've only used like 1 or 2 stickers out of the back. So actually use them, right? Like you don't want to finish the year with a whole bunch of stickers still on that sheet. It makes it look colorful and fun when you use them. So note to myself to use them this year. So no folder in the back, just plain pretty purple shade that is very close to her company's Sprouted purple color. and then that pretty green stripes. All right, I hope that helps. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments below, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.